Good morning from Elswater. Just gone 7 o'clock now. We're on our way to Glenridding. My chosen route today to Helvellyn is via Greenside Road. We'll talk about why we've chosen this way in a few moments. We're going this way. Good morning, Elaine.
Good morning.
It's just gone 7:30.
Yes, after a lovely restful day, sitting in the sunshine, enjoying the views yesterday, we're heading, everyone will know where Helvellyn is, and that's almost, well, it is where we're going.
We've done Helvellyn before.
When we was doing one circuit, was it last year, the year before?
Year
we got
before.
as far as Rays, and the winds were so strong. We couldn't continue because it would have just been so dangerous. Watch that video if you haven't already. So we had to come down, and we missed one Wainwright called Whiteside, and that's the one we've got to go up to today.
We're going to do Whiteside, repeat Helvellyn,
Repeat.
and then bag a handful of other Wainwrights after Helvellyn. All well and good. So for the time being, we stick to Greenside Road. There's a nice little sign here to let us know which way we're going. That's Glenridding Dodd to our right. That's one of the handful of fells we did a couple of years back. I think we walk along here for about a mile before it really starts going up. So there's no need to go that way today. Also to the left of Glenridding Dodd is Sheffield Pike. We did that at the same time. So we're leaving these very much to our right. So Whiteside from here is about 4 miles, and then after Whiteside we will make our way up to Helvellyn, and then from Helvellyn we have several options. We'll consider those options when we get there, but it involves bagging some more Wainwrights. This first mile is just nice and gentle, practically flat. Nice way to ease you in on this very beautiful morning. So we've just done 1.5 miles to this point, nice and steady. So that's a good sign, isn't it? Helvellyn via Whiteside. There's Elswater there to our right. He'll be behind us in a moment as we turn left here. This is the other sign that we're looking for, just to give us confidence. Let's follow the path. Over there is Catsteicam. Bound to pronounce that wrong. We're going round that today. We'll be doing that another day. Covering a little bit of cloud at the moment, but where we're going, between there and there, that's where we're heading for. A little bit of cloud, but it's still quite early.
It's called optimism. When you're heading for a summit you can't see the top of. That's what one guy said, and I thought, yeah, that's quite true. But I am optimistic. If you trust the weather forecast, it should be nice by 10 o'clock. Right, when I say nice, blue sky.
We're making good steady progress. Slight ascent now. I think the real hard work will be around this corner. Another sign ahead, as expected. This is where we turn off towards Whiteside. And Whiteside is just in the distance. As the crow flies, just under a mile. By my estimation, we're we've still got at least 2 miles to hike. From where we stand at the moment, Raise is over there, Whiteside is there, and just round the corner over there in a bit of cloud is Lower Man and then Helvellyn. Lower Man isn't a Wainwright, but it's almost as high as Helvellyn, which is amusing. So by the time we've done Whiteside and we start heading over towards Helvellyn, that cloud may have burnt off. Maybe. I'm filming now before we get too exposed to the wind. Raise now is very much to our right here. Whiteside is just over there. This is the way we came down 2 years ago when we were caught in the bad winds. I have to say, this path coming up has been more than manageable. Very clear path. Final short stretch to the top. Let's give Lower Man some love. Hello, Lower Man. Nice to meet you. Some cool views of here. Well, there's lack of wind here, thank goodness. I'm just going to show you where we're heading to now. There's Helvellyn there, and then we'll be going beyond that, and I think we'll be heading that way to Nethermost Pike. Absolutely stunning today. Look at that. There's the path we came up this morning. Wow. Stride edge down there, probably the most popular way of getting up here, also one of the most tricky ways of getting up here. So the official top is over here. Died down, or we're in a sheltered spot, so we're heading down towards Nethermost Pike, then from there we're heading towards Dollywaggon. Seems to be a nice route to these two from where we've just been Helvellyn. I'm ready for food. I'm always ready for food. So we're just stopping for some lunch and enjoying the views. I pointed out to Elaine a few moments ago, a little to the right of that little fluffy white cloud is Great Gable. Is that the cloud there? Great Gable is about there. Did that last year. It was horrible.
Going up was alright.
Yeah, going down wasn't fun. Yep, and we're off again. 1/3 of a mile to our next fell. Striding Edge in all its glory. Wow. Here's our next one. Nethermost Pike.
Second one of the day.
Yes. Second new one of the day. Right, who's going to touch it first? You or I? Yay. Cool. Next on our list is Dollywaggon Pike, which is, as the crow flies, about 3/4 of a mile from here. We've checked, and apparently that is High Crag, which is, we think, in Birkin. So we get.
Birkin for a nuttall or it's something that's on my hips.
So we do that, but beyond that is Dollywaggon Pike. Here's our next fell, Dollywaggon Pike. A great name. Wow. You can see a path down there. I think that may be our way back. Short climb to the top here though. This looks like a good view. Of course it's a good view. Look at that. Next fell, in theory, that one over there. Find a way down to get back up. Seat sandal. Nice little post there that I've seen on other people's videos. Don't know what it signifies. That says on a postcard. We're heading down towards Grisdale Tarn. Nice little steps down from Dollywaggon. We haven't seen many videos of this route, so I'm pleased we're able to put this on one of our vlogs. We have had a nice rest, and we've agreed we're going to leave Seat Sandal for another day. We've done almost 9 miles as of now.
Yes. Treat yourself, because I have the habit of going, oh, why didn't we just do it while we were so close? We've done nearly 9 miles and it's still 4 or 5 back to the car. That's why we're not doing it. By the time we do get back to the car, we'll be able to think, what a lovely walk, rather than that was too much. Because it was nice, wasn't it, going up to Whiteside?
I found Whiteside a most what's the word?
It's uphill,
A most
obviously.
amicable, agreeable, a most agreeable route.
Yes.
Considering it was a big one.
And then once we were at Helvellyn, it was just downhill all the way back, really, wasn't it? Plateaued. It's a good plateau.
So yes, this was a route we would recommend if you were looking at doing these particular fells.
Especially if you haven't already done Helvellyn.
So, goodbye Grisdale Tarn. Heading that way, down into the valley. Patterdale 2 2/3 of a mile, but more importantly, more interestingly, we're on the coast to coast path, which we didn't realise. Gorgeous view behind us. We're at least 2/3 of the way back now. It's been a bad walk through the valley. We're a bit tiring because of what we've just done. We've come out of the lower half of Glenridding. So we're back in Glenridding. We've just treated ourselves to an ice cream from that corner shop there. Scores on the doors. We have done, don't know if you can see that, 13.86 miles, almost 14 miles.
Moving time is 6 hours to do that. Not bad.
Ah,
Considering.
4,000 feet of elevation. Wow, that is a lot. 4 Wainwrights, 3 of them new. Car's just up there. I can see the car. Yeah, we're not too far. Head back to the cottage, cup of tea, crash out.
Sit out on our little benches.
And then we've got some colouring in to do.
Today we parked in Glenridding and we took the path all the way straight up to Whiteside, which we had to miss a couple of years back because of the wind. Then we walked along here, up Lower Man, and we revisited Helvellyn. Doesn't count because we've already done it. Then we dropped down to Nethermost Pike, and we dropped down to Dollywaggon Pike. And we came off the side, and the path brings you down here to the tarn. And then we ummed and ahed, seat sandal, but we decided no, we've walked 8 miles already, we're going to just head back down in the valley, back to Glenridding. So today we did 3.